I think I'm live. Here I am. I think I'm live. Hello, actors. Welcome, 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 welcome. How are you today on this fun Tuesday morning? Well, afternoon, maybe morning where you are. I don't know. Maybe evening where you are. Hi, I'm Los Angeles coach Sandra K. Horner. Welcome today. We're going to have a really special class today, so I'm glad you're joining us. We're going to pick up from what we were talking about last month right here in Talent Managers for Actors. We were talking about fears that block us from success. What we're thinking that may keep us from being the very best we can be and have the success that we deserve. And I was talking about it as it could be. It could be something that your parents said something to you that made you feel like, oh, I cannot act, or I shouldn't go down this avenue, or whatever. Or it may be that you have heard how hard it is to be an entertainer, and it is hard. It is not. Show business is not for the faint of heart, my friends. It's not. You got to be super tough to want to go into it full on. Full on. And most of you guys, if you're right here in Talent Managers for Actors, you're ready to go full on if you aren't already full on. So I welcome you today. What I want to do is spend a little bit of time talking about your fears, but I really want to spend more time talking about goals. Because what I did today is actually watch the one I did in December, the one we all did, where a lot of you guys came in and you were really, really honest about some of your fears. And I thought it was great because a lot of it was so universal. Okay, because remember, today's class is on fear. Fears that block us, and then we're going to talk about goals and how to achieve them. So fears and how to get rid of them, goals and how to achieve them. Especially, I think that's a good class for coming in for 2022. So welcome if you're joining me. I love that you're here today, trying to grow, get better, be insightful. We have to be insightful as actors. Really as artists in general, whether you direct or you write or whatever you do. A lot of us wear a lot of hats, don't we? You have to be willing to go in and look at yourself. What made me do that? Why did I say that? We're very why people, actors. Why did they do that to me? Why is this happening now? Right? Because then we can go in with character background work when it's happening in a script and we can justify it. We can go, oh, this is happening because of A, B, and C, and all that kind of stuff. And if you don't, character background work that sounds foreign to you, that technique, come work with me. I'd love to have you in my January 19th class. I'm getting ready to start next Wednesday. And it's a 12-week class, and it's a great for beginners, so don't be afraid of it. It's script analysis, auditioning, marketing, and meditation. So it's a 4-part system that's proven to get you working. And those of you guys just starting out, it's really proven to get you with so much more confidence. Well, everybody has more confidence once you're done with it because I make it easy for you to understand. So if that's one of your fears, that you're just not exactly sure what class to jump into, or you're stuck, or you feel like you're not booking as much, or you're not getting those callbacks, come learn my technique. Come learn my script analysis and my auditioning secrets. They're step by step, and they're super easy. They're super easy. You got to practice them. They get easier with practice. It's just like layups, right? If I only go to the gym once a week, I'm not going to get as good as if I'm practicing every day. So today you guys are practicing with me because just showing up to this class shows discipline. And if you're watching recorded, it's the same thing. You made a point on your day or on your to-do list to watch this class today and see what insights that you could gain, right? And so give yourself that's a good thing. So that's a good thing. And remember that fear cannot live in action. So if you're typing in your fears, you can do that real quick, and we're going to go over those, but then I want to talk about your goals. So start with fears. If you want to discuss your goals, hang on for a second. Don't type that in just yet, okay? So we will talk about goals because I want to get off the fears because I don't want to linger in here, and especially you guys just starting out. So if you're hearing some of us old timers, I've been in the business 40 years. So if you're hearing some of us old timers say, I have a fear of this or that, don't pick those fears up, okay? Just don't. Because I want to work through those today with you guys. Now, I was trying to see what was the one I was looking for. Good. Okay. Now, let me say hi to you guys. Is anybody out there? Who's out there? Kids? Oh, you love my bell. Hi, Stephanie Renee. There's a bell for you. How are ya? Awesome, guys. Look, I see some old timers coming back. I love it. Melvy's back in the house. All right, Melvy. Hey, Antonio, you came back. Awesome, man. I love it. I think, well, you didn't come back, but I think you were in that Messenger group, right? That we were on Messenger together. Facebook just sets that up now. When you have an event, it just kind of moves it over so people can join and I can talk to you guys that are super interested in the class. So when you guys see that pop up, jump in there if you want. And I communicate, but everybody kind of talks together and says, I feel this or I want that or blah, blah, blah. So it feels like a little community. So feel free to jump in on those messenger things when you see me set up an event. Jump on there because I get in there and say some stuff too, trying to encourage you lovely lovelies. Fear in my book is false evidence appearing real. Yay! That's a singing bowl one. That's it. False evidence appearing real. I love that one, Antonio. I haven't heard that one in a while. I like that one. I'm going to write that one down. I like it. Andy's in the house. Hey, Andy. I hope you're doing great. I can't wait to see you Wednesday. I guess Wednesday is masterclass. Andy just put my email address. How sweet is he? See, and people, when you get into my masterclass, so you take my 12-week class and I have an intermediate class, which is all application, where it's like we're in the gym just practicing layups all the time, right? So we're applying all the techniques you learn in the 12-week class to scripts. And then from intermediate, once you get through all the things you got to pass on there, there's some tests that you go through. Then you get into masterclass. And then you move about freely within masterclass, and we do performances and shoot real scenes and perform at the veterans home when we're able to do sketch comedy. Hopefully that's going to open up in the next couple of years to get back maybe next year. Maybe next year we'll get back over there. But anyway, Sandra at skhperformancestudio.com. Sandra at skhperformancestudio.com. That's Sandra at sk. That's my email address. Get on my email address, kids, because then you can stay on top of all the free stuff we're doing. I have flash sales on the on-demand things that's happening. And so if you guys on my on-demand site, getting ready to have a big sale on relocation. So if you guys are thinking about relocation, especially here to Los Angeles, you're going to want to stay tuned to that sale because it's only going to last about 4 or 5 days. And I'm going to put it on super, 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 super discount, deep, deep discount for relocation ease is what it's called. And it's on my on-demand site right now. If you go over there right now, sneak over, you can get it right now, super cheap. But I'm going to start advertising it very, very, very soon. It's only $19.99. It's like regularly $200 or something. I don't remember what we priced it at, but you're getting a real deal on it. So if you want to know more about it, want to know more about relocation, get over there and get it because I'm not going to leave it on sale very much and not for very long. But you guys always get to hear it first. Talent Managers for Actors, $19.99. You guys are thinking about relocation. You're going to want to hear that Q&A. You're going to want to keep it and put it in your library. Your TPSi, your Performance Studio International library, your class library over there. And I think my web designer made it so you could also download it. So you got the best of both worlds, my loves. But I'd love to help you with relocation. You know, I was in Kentucky, moved to New York, then Minneapolis, then out here to LA for 20 years now. So it's tough. Relocation's tough. Those of you guys who've done it know what I'm talking about. Andy, I definitely understand the fear you're talking about. I'm trying to do better every day. I know, Andy. We all are. That's why meditation's so great. That's why I have that meditation in my 12-week class and then the intermediate master class we're meditating at least 2 times a month, if not more. Because what the meditation I teach you guys is how to quiet your mind. So to try to eliminate all thought for as many seconds as you can. And that's really hard to do. Okay, that's just really, especially as a beginning meditator, it's really hard. And then you begin to see how many thoughts go through your mind per millisecond. That's shaping your world. That's shaping your emotions. Because you got to grab a hold of your thoughts, kids, so you can start bringing into the physical what you want to manifest. Okay? So we all want to manifest a successful career in the entertainment business, but if we spend more time doubting it's going to happen than believing it's going to happen, it's not going to happen. So that's why you got to grab a hold of those fears and learn how to eliminate them. So come meditate with me, guys. I do a free meditation the first Monday of every month on my page, which is Sandra K. Horner Performance Studio International. Sandra K. Horner Performance Studio International. That's my Facebook page, business page. So go over and like and follow that, you guys. And so you can stay on top of what's going on. Email me. That's really the best because you stay on top of everything with all the emails, the homework, and everything we do in these free classes. But meditate. Come meditate. And it's all visualization is in there, and you'll feel so much better, and it's a really great thing. And it's good for concentration. That's one reason why I do it. Okay, it's really good, and we have to be so concentrated as actors to keep us in the moment, to be very still. Because if you can sit and meditate with me for 20 minutes, and you can be completely still, a close-up, a 2-minute close-up, 4-minute close-up, piece of cake, piece of cake. You know how to be still. You know, as beginning actors, sometimes we feel like we're kind of like this, and meditation just really helps you to come into the moment too, because right now is all we got. Right now, right? This is it. So and that's what's so important as actors, for us to be in the moment right now, working off a fellow actor. And so it teaches you that. And then when you begin to quiet your mind, oh, is that a wonderful, when you can have those few seconds that you have where you have actually no thought and you're in that beautiful gap. Oh, it's just, to me, it feels like somebody's massaging my brain, because we're thinking all the time. Even when we're sleeping, we're dreaming. You know, it feels like my mind's going all the time. I'm sure yours does too. So I hope you'll come meditate with me. Again, it's free. It's over on my Facebook page. It's 1 o'clock. First Monday of every month. First Monday of every month. So I'd love for you guys to come over there. And then you try to stay on top of what you're thinking. Because whatever you begin to think, we talked about last week, if I begin to think about somebody I don't like, or somebody who did me wrong 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, then I'll stay in it. I stay in the thought. Then they did that. Then they did that. Then they did that. Right? And then you stay there, and you brew and you brew and you brew and you brew. And then what happens? Your body starts feeling yucky. You start getting tense. You start banging your toe into the wall. It's not good, is it? So when you can be aware of that, can you be on top of it before you get to the point of banging your foot in the wall, your toe against the wall, which is that energy out of control, that negative energy out of control when that happens. You can be aware of that, come on top of it and go, wait a minute, I'm not going to think about that. Why am I going to think about that when I can think about this that happened that was so fantastic? And I can think about these people who I love and who loves me. Okay? So that's part of eliminating your fears, is grabbing a hold of them and deciding to think about something else, you guys. And remembering that fear cannot live in action. Right? We were talking about that in the last class, that fear cannot live in action. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. Say hi to everybody. Shamika? Maybe? Hi, honey. I like your name's cool. Paulina's in the house from London again. Hi, Paulina. Hi, honey. Thanks for coming. I'm so glad to have you on my email list now, too, so you can stay on top of everything. Victoria. Hello, Victoria. 70, what do you love? Fear. Oh, fear cannot live in action. Good. Yeah, absolutely. I am on your messenger chat. I thought you were, Antonio. I think I wrote down something that you said, but I'm not going to give you guys name. I'm not going to say your name about your fear thing unless you don't want to share it. Hi, Ellen. Thanks for coming. Mel, thanks for coming. Hola, my friend. Melby, we got every semester you're starting a new class. I happen to be going out of the country that same week. Melby, we'll get it right one of these times and you'll be able to jump into that class. Unless I'm executive producing a television show this year, which may happen and take up all my time. Devara, is how you say your name, sweetheart? I know you've been in here a lot of times. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Happy New Year to you too, sweetie. You love that bell ring. I know it's just silly. It's just something for me to do. Gio! Aww! Hi, honey. I was just thinking about you today. You get a couple bell rings and a singing bowl ring. Gio just was in the last Spider-Man. He's big. He's a big guy stopping in here saying hi. He's a big alumni from the Performance Studio saying hi. He's in Atlanta Market. We worked here in Los Angeles together. And he not only a wonderful actor and a wonderful human being, he also does stunt coordinating and an incredible stunt. Do we say stunt person, Gio? Do we say is that kind of more PC? But thanks, honey, for coming. It's so good to see you. I love that you're here. Your family's from Louisville. Antonio, get out of here. All right, Kentucky, represented once again in the house. I love it. Hey, Leslie's back. Hi, sweetheart. Thanks for coming. I saw that I was remembering your, I believe it was you that was in here. What about a manager for people like me? I am Pittsburgh's #1 psychic media, and I want my own show. All right, girl. Well, yeah, you goes, didn't you ask me if I was an Aries on the last thing? I think that's what it was. I'm like, man, she's good. I am an Aries. You're funny. But I think you are too, so hello. Hello to us fire signs. Okay, so you want your own psychic show, medium. Okay. Well, you should come to work with me as a content creator and a writer, and I could teach you a lot about how to get a show on television. But we can double back to that, Leslie. Reach out to me, okay? Rebecca! Hello, everybody. Rebecca says. Hello, Rebecca. Oh, give me a bell ring. Stephanie, what do you got? Do you have a text list, Sandra? If so, I would like to sign up for reminders on that. You know, I don't have a text list yet. That would be pretty cool for me to have, wouldn't it? I can figure out how to do that. I don't have that, Stephanie, but please, if you're not on my email list, email me at sandra@skhperformancestudio.com. Sandra@skhperformancestudio.com. Okay, so this skhperformancestudio.com gets you to a lot of places. At www will get you that live class that I'm starting on January 19th. And the one on demand will get you over there so you can see that super, super bargain price for relocation. Especially good. If you're going to relocate to any market, it's really good. But also, I wish I'd had it when I moved out here. But also, you guys want to come out here and start in Los Angeles. Okay, what do you got here? Arif, maybe. Arif. Maybe that's how you say it. Hi, Arif, if that's how you say it. Hello. That's exactly how it works. I say cancel, delete, and transform the energy to pure love when I have those thoughts about the past. Oh, I like that, Stephanie. The past doesn't even exist. It's only exists in our mind. That is so true. Let me read this again for you guys, what Stephanie said, okay? That's exactly how it works. I say, so if you have a negative thought, she's saying, I say cancel, delete, and transform the energy to pure love. So transform that fear into pure love when I have those thoughts about the past. Okay? Delete, get rid of it, blah, blah, blah. The past doesn't even exist. It only exists in our mind, right? It's memories. It's wild, isn't it? It's very true. I mean, people from our past are still of our past, and we still have memories that we share with them, but still, the past is where that is. Freddie's in the house. Hi, Freddie. Where's your thoughts go, your energy flows. Where your thoughts go, your energy flows, right? So what you focus on is going to grow. You focus on your fear, it's going to grow. Focus on your positive energy, positive thought, positive action. That's going to grow and give you a lot of good stuff. What do you got, Melby? Yes, executive producer. I pray it happens for you. Well deserved. Thank you, Melby. I need encouragement. I need encouragement. So that's a big step for me. Moving into that now and getting back into it because development had been kind of quiet. So moving forward, Melvy, maybe we'll work together as a executive producer and an actor or something. That'd be good. All right. Yay, Arif. Yeah, the bell rang. Leslie, what are you saying here, sweetie? Yes, I follow you religiously. Yes, I am an Aries and can tell you where to. Well, thanks for following me, girl. I appreciate it. I am in. Leslie, unless you're... Leslie can also be a masculine name, too. Especially in the UK. Antonio, what do you got? The past is history, the present is a gift, and the future is a mystery. Yep. With that being said, live every day to the fullest and focus on being a better human being than you were the day before. Melby loves it. Oh, you love that I'm saying that we would work together. Yeah, that'd be good. Wouldn't that be something? That'd be awesome. Right. And so what Antonio is saying is right. Is trying to stay in that present moment because this is a gift that we have and we don't know where the future leads. But the action that we take here in the moment to draw in our intentions what we want, right? So if I intend to want to get an agent, I got to take steps to get that. My intention is to get an agent. So what steps do I need? I have to start researching agents. Okay? Oh, thanks, Victoria. Well, that's who I am. I used to try to be kind and nice, and I am those things. But that didn't get me too far. You got to be able to figure out how to be a bit of yourself in the room, too, when you guys are auditioning, because they want to like you. And I think for the first 5 years in New York, I'd go into auditions, and I would just be really polite and really nice. Yes, yes, I'm ready. It's milk toast, right? Versus, hey, how you doing? How's your day going? So that's why I do I have these 5 secret steps to a successful audition. So I just, from the time you open the door to the time you leave, you know what you're doing, just step by step by step by step. So it gives you more power in the room. You're not so nervous like I was. And the first thing we do in that 12-week class is we answer the question, tell me a little bit about yourself. Oh, I used to hate that. Because I'd always say, what do you want to know? Because I never knew the answer to that. So I help you with that. And that'll just make you better at interviewing for the rest of your life when I help you with that too, if you're not already really good at it. Now, let me just, real quick, guys, and then I want to hear some of your goals. Let me get back down to where this was. Okay. Now, here is some of the fears we talked about in last class. I just want to go over them kind of quickly, and then I want to talk to you guys about what you're wanting to achieve. You know, what are you trying to bring in this into your life in 2022, and how you're going to make it a little bit better. And if you can replace fear with action, but replace it with love first, it'll be more powerful. The love will be more powerful too. Do you see what I'm saying? Because love is more powerful than fear. Today, this morning, what I did, I was anxious. I was feeling anxious. And was just kind of ahead of the moment because I have a lot to do. And I was thinking a lot about what I wanted to talk to you guys in class today, and what I wanted to cover here, as well as other things that I have on my plate. And so I kept feeling, you need to meditate. You need to meditate, you need to meditate. And so I sit on my bed. I have this big crystal. I sit on this bed, on my bed before class, and I did Deepak Chopra's. I talk about his 21 Days to Abundance. And today I heard day 7 for me to do it again. I've been doing this since last August 2020. No, I did. I guess maybe 2020 maybe. So maybe I've been doing this for like almost 2 years, just studying this 21 Days to Abundance, Deepak Chopra's. Okay. And so the one that I pulled out that I wanted to kind of talk to you guys just a little bit about. What's the one I was thinking about that I was doing? Oh, day 7. That's what I did today. And I said, and I meditated. And as I connected with my breath, and as I sat there and really connected to my breath and really came into the moment, the anxiety left. And it's that kind of feeling, I know you guys know what I'm talking about, it's when you have 100 million things to do. Like I have to teach this class, which is a real focus of my day when I have to teach you guys and be with you, because it's important to me. But then I have this, and then I have in my mind going, but you need to also do this, 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 and this today. And then I'll put those on the same plate as preparing for this class. So I'm living ahead of the moment. Right? And we Meisner trained actors, no, we don't want to do that. And actors in general, right? We don't want to be ahead of the moment. We want to be in the moment. So it was so good for me to go into meditation before I saw you guys today and just grab a hold of myself and go, whoo, center. So again, I cannot speak highly enough for meditation. I've been meditating for 35 years, you guys. So I hope you'll come meditate with me the first Mondays of the month, okay? Because it will improve your concentration, and you'll just be able to calm yourself down before an audition. That was somebody's fear. What was that one thing? Get out of my head. I won't say who this is, but it was get out of my head after an audition and be able to leave it in the room. Right? So what you need to do, I think that's a fear of people. I mean, I think that's something we handle. We do as actors, right? We go in. Here's what I do. Okay, here's what I do, you guys, on that particular fear. Where I go in, I do an audition. And let's say I feel like I did pretty good. Let's say I did pretty good on this audition. And so I walk out and I'm on air, right? I feel really good. I feel really good. And then as I'm going out the door and into the car or on the subway or wherever, however I get home, Uber or whatever, I begin to think about the audition and I begin to think about what I did right, their reaction, and possibly what I could do better. Now you want to stay with it, enjoy it, that you did well, but you've got to be able to leave that as well, don't you? Because if you hang on to that, I did really well, I better get a call back, I'll probably get a call back, I'm going to get a call back, and then you don't get the call back, right? So it is important for you to take time. So let's say that you did an audition and you stunk up the room, what I call stinking up the room. You can be an actor for years and go in and stink up the room. You can just have an off day and just have an off audition. It happens. And then you go and you feel like you're kicking yourself. You had this great opportunity. I did all the preparation work that Sandra taught me to do, right? I did all my character background work and I did all my script and intentions and I did all the stuff and beated out the script and worked on it forever and ever and ever. And I know exactly what I'm doing with the script and I know how I'm going to handle myself in the room. And you can still go in and bomb, right? You still can go in and not do a good job. So then do the same thing. Just think about how could I have improved that? How could have been better? And then take it as a learning experience. And then what you need to do is try to get another audition right after that one and another one after that one and another one after that one so that you're not focusing on just this one opportunity. Sometimes it feels like that, especially big ones. It feels like, oh boy, shoot. But I used to say when I was actively acting it's not my turn, my turn's coming. If I didn't get it, that was one thing I did to console myself. My turn's coming, dead burn, and it would come big. So trust that too if you don't get it. And it's just it's also just grabbing a hold of that thought and letting it go. Like if you want to say, okay, for this day, I auditioned this day, today, and then today I'm going to spend time thinking about the audition, whether it went well or when it went bad, how I can improve from either or. And then just leave it alone. You can go into the second day, but after that, you need to leave it alone. The second day, if it was a good audition, I'll let you go in and feel good, I don't want to take that good feeling away from you, though. It's such a great feeling when you nail something, isn't it? And it feels good in the room and you had them in the palm of your hand and all that kind of stuff. Love that. Enjoy that. It kind of goes back to the one fear the actor was talking about last week is not being good enough. So if you have that kind of fear that creeps up sometimes, you can remember when you nailed it in the room and the people were right there with you and they were like, wow, that was really good. Oh my God, can you do it again and do this? And you could tell that they got more excited by what you did and they wanted to work with you more. So it's always a good thing when they want to keep you in the room. So never think that that's a bad thing, you guys. So the one thing I was looking at here was day, I think 9. Today I always, he has like things that he says, this is the Deepak Chopra thing, guys. Today and always I give that which I want to receive. I give what I want to receive. And that's something you have to remember because sometimes people make you angry, don't they? So sometimes it's hard to give because you're receiving this kind of negativity from this person and sometimes you just want to bounce that right back off of them instead of rising above it. Sometimes I rise above it, but I'm an Aries, like Leslie says, I'm an Aries, I get a little hot sometimes. But this is one thing here that I wrote, not good enough was like a fear. Something that was maybe keeping me back. It's better to give than to receive. And then you don't stay open to receive, do you? When you think that. I should only be giving. I shouldn't be getting good things. I shouldn't. So these were the kind of the fears and the kind of things we grow up with that cause us to hold us back from success. And not let our light shine. And our light is us being authentic. It's us being these great entertainers that we are, and letting that's our talent, is to shine just naturally as entertainers. That's what we do. And I love each and every one of you, because it takes a lot of courage to get out there and just do that. But we love it. We love it, right? Is there an audience out there? Okay, great. What do we say? Oh, this is it? Okay, I'll go out there and say it. That's what I love about us. Because most people would rather die than public speak. And we're just like, where? Here? You want me to do it here? Film? The camera's there? Okay, yeah, no problem. What do we say? I love that about us. I think we're great. But anyway, I wrote down more things, that money is the root of all evil. That's a belief, isn't it, that we're brought up on. But money does good things for people. Money goes to charities. Money goes to foundations. Money buys food. Money does a lot of really, really, really good things. So this 21 days to abundance that I always encourage you guys to do when we're doing meditation, or we're doing something that's kind of based in the metaphysical stuff, because it really makes you just look at abundance in general, and it's based on his book, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, you guys. Deepak Chopra, he's on PBS. He's not like some flaky dude. He's an MD, so he bases a lot of this stuff in science. That's what's kind of cool about following him. But this 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, it's just a little tiny book. And he goes through what he believes is the 7 spiritual laws of success. I'm just trying to find you. The law of giving is one, but that he talks about receiving as well in there. And I go into this, but I really like to see, it's just like a little chapter like this, see? The law of detachment. Right? Because what that does, I'm on this law quite a bit. I study this law quite a bit. Because what happens in this law is that you want to control everything. Law of detachment means I'm going to put it out there, and let's see how the universe wants to give it back to me. Right? Because what we do, we put it out there and it has to come back this way. Right? I submit it to these 4 agents, and it can only come back through these 4 agents. Well, your friend over here may walk you into their agency. And there you can see something from left field coming to you. So stay open for those miracles too, you guys, because they're out there as well. But anyway, I suggest this book for you guys. It's just a great study. It's just a great life study, this book. Because it's just something to ponder and to think about. And I like to think about that being energy, and how can I make that energy work for me, and better my life, but also remember, we're here to help and to serve and to love. So if you're always thinking, how can I help? Because I think as actors, a lot of times we think about, well, they give me the job, like my hand's out, like this. Please hire me. Versus, I'm here to help. I'm very well trained. I'm professional. I show up on time. I'm easy to get along with. My work's done when it's need to be done. I'm going to help you make your production better. So it will be a good thing for you to hire me, because I want to help you. Do you see how that shifts your mind? That's a mind shift right there, to say, I'm here to help you with your production, versus can you hire me? Can you? So I can work. So remember, if you're trying to help somebody else make money or get better, you're going to benefit in the long run. It'll come back to you. And that's kind of the law of giving too. Whatever you want to receive, give to other people. So you want more love, give more love. Give good things, kids. Give good things. Okay. Fear cannot live in action. Let me just talk about that real fast. Okay. So, if fear is saying to you in your mind, you didn't see that agent. You didn't do anything with that. You're never going to get an agent. Let's say that's what I was going to say. You're never going to get an agent. You're not good enough. No, there's not any agent that's going to want you. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever you're saying, whatever that negative thought is in your head. So if you go, though, and you make a list of the agents that you want to see. Okay? You make a list of the agents that you want to see. Then when that fear pops up and says, no agent will, you're not going to get an agent. Nobody's going to want to represent you. You can say, I've already made a list of agents. And then you can go, I already did a cover letter. I've already got my cover letter together. I sent my cover letter out with my headshot and resume. Oh, I'm hearing from agents. Oh, I found one I like and they like me. I'm going to sign with them. And so that fear can no longer say you're not good enough for an agent because you have an agent. It will come up with something else it'll try to mess with your head, but it can't say that anymore. So fear cannot live in action. Just think when you ever did anything that you thought you'd be afraid of, just anything, like jumping over something or, just physically. And once you do it, you're like, that wasn't that hard. That was easier than I thought, or it was more fun than I thought it would be, those kind of things. So try to take action, because a lot of times what will happen, fear will paralyze us from doing anything. And then if you really lay in it, it can make you lay on the couch and watch TV or video games or whatever, and not make you take the action that you need to research your casting directors that are near you in your biggest market. So staying on top of your business is very important, isn't it? At least what else you guys might be saying to me. Okay, so let me see what y'all are saying. We got some good stuff here. Okay, Leslie Way. I did background acting and had a few spots in a Showtime series, America Rust. I loved it. Awesome. Learned so much from the actors and the crew on set. Yes, you do learn a lot by doing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Learn even more. Come work with me. Be even more dynamic, my love. Antonio, what do you got? I love that mindset. I live by the motto that I've made up that says that no had to happen in order to make the room for your yes. Oh, that no had to happen in order to make room for the next yes, for the yes to come. That no had to happen. Okay, good, Antonio. I think that's a good thing to think about. Is how to make it happen. That no had to happen so that the yes can start to come to you. It makes room for the yes. I tell you, whatever you got to think about to make it so that you can feel good. You know what I mean? Because people will talk about something for a while and then they'll go on and talk about somebody else and something else. But hopefully we learn some from whatever mistakes are made. Lakeisha? Is that how you say your name? Lakeisha. I think it is Lakeisha. Hi, Lakeisha. Thanks for coming. What do you got? I've done background stand-in and photo doubles on some big TV shows and movies. All right, here in Atlanta. That's awesome, Antonio. And I've learned a lot. I can't wait until it's my time to be a principal actor in a TV film project. We must keep the faith and keep pushing. Exactly. And you're paying your dues to get there, Antonio, and you're learning all of that stuff by doing stand-in and background and doubling and all of that kind of stuff. Because then it's only a matter of time for the other to come. So be patient and keep doing good work. Every time you turn up, just be doing A+ work every time, and you will rise like cream. Okay? I've been an extra, Lakeisha says, I've been an extra a couple of times, but just stagnant on where to start. Okay, well, Lakeisha, come work with me and I'll help you with that. Where to jump in, right? So basically when you're working with that as a background person and you've been doing background work and you want to jump into what's next, do you have an agent yet? Yeah, I'm assuming you have a headshot and resume that you're ready to go there. Do you have classes? Do you have training yet? I offer my class. It's happening January 19th. Come work with me. It's a 12-week class. It's very in-depth script analysis, auditioning, marketing, and meditation. So I'd love to have you. Be great. It's great for beginning actors as well as advanced actors. I just challenge you where you are. Aries are good at controlling everything. Yeah, exactly. Right, Leslie? And we want to help everyone. And we should be helping everyone. Exactly. Okay. So other things so you guys start writing in some goals now. I'm just going to go over some fears real quick that people had talked about last week and see if some of these kind of make your job a little easier so you don't have to type it in. But type in some of your goals. I'd love to hear some of the short-term and long-term goals. So a short-term goal could be new headshots. Could be as simple as that. A short-term goal could be researching photographers for new headshots. Break those goals down, kids. Break them down for yourselves. And that makes them in bite sizes a little bit easier to handle and a little bit easier to do too, right? Trying to get my camera back up where I need it to be. Fear of failure. Brianna was in, I don't know, if maybe Brianna's at school. She was talking about people wanting to see you fail last week. That she had somebody in her life that wanted to see her fail. And I said, yeah, there are people that are going to want to see you fail, but many, many more people want to see you succeed. And then the example that I used was Taylor Swift. You know, the haters are going to hate that the song that she wrote, because she's got people who do not even know her who hate her. It's crazy. Right? So that's something that goes along with being a celebrity. So you guys got to get a tough skin, tough it up. But the thing that I say about fear of failure, how to cope with that, you guys, is to remember those times you succeeded. Remember the times you nailed it in the room. Remember those times that your coach said that was really good work, that was strong work. Remember the times when the audience applauded for your work. Remember the time when the person came up and slapped you on the back and said, wow, that was really good. Remember those times. And if you don't have those times yet, you haven't been in the business long enough, you haven't been training long enough, you haven't been working long enough. So just keep working long, and you'll feel it in your heart. Like, I'm pretty good at this. I'm pretty good at this. And you'll start to have that confidence, and you'll feel it. But it comes with time, and it comes with practice. Just think about it. Somebody just throws a basketball, and you never even, you've watched the sport, but you never played it. How long it would just take you just to start free throwing, just from the foul line, just to start getting a shot in from there. How many times you got to practice that? I think about that with athletes, football players too, because everything's in the moment. You're seeing it live happening in the moment. Okay, I'm not good enough. Somebody said that they're not good enough. And then that's another thing. And you need to transfer that back. I didn't mean to ring the bell on not good enough. But you got to dig a little deeper. If you're feeling you're not good enough, you got to dig deeper where that's from. Was it self? And again, if your parents didn't give you self-esteem or self-worth, you can give it to yourself. Right? Now, again, I'm hashtag in the stigma. You need therapy. Get it. We as actors, we have to have a stronger emotional constitution than lay people, because we have to change our emotional state all the time. So you've got to have your mind and your emotions working in your favor, not against you. So don't be afraid to go to therapy, and it's very enlightening. I've been in therapy in different times in my life. It's tough. It's hard work. You got to go in really willing to do some introspection. Why do I do this? Why is this happening? Why do I not feel that I'm not good enough? Where's that coming from? Because it's influencing my love life. It's influencing the jobs that I get, my day gigs. It's influencing how I communicate with myself. So I want all of you guys to be mentally healthy. I want to be mentally healthy too. I want us all to be mentally healthy, and not, again, not be ashamed of going and talking to somebody. There's nothing wrong with it, and it's a good relief to speak to somebody who can be objective. You know what I mean? Because friends can make us feel really good, but sometimes they might have their own agenda. And so it's good when you have somebody who's just there for you and just going to listen to you and doesn't know that much about you except for what you're saying to them, and they're trying to be open and help you. So it's a good thing. A lot of people were concerned about balancing the day gig. How do I balance the day gig? And then somebody was talking about having a 9-to-5 soul draining gig. So that do I have even enough energy to pursue my dreams? What I want to do as an entertainer. So we're talking about how when your creativity, when you feel like you can't be creative as an artist, it will literally hurt your heart. Your heart chakra will begin to hurt. Your chest will hurt. And because it happened to me, I don't want to go into that story because I talked about it last time, but you've got to be free to pursue it. And then I challenge you guys to think open-mindedly of how could I get a good day gig that keeps me flexible, that doesn't suck my soul, keeps me flexible. Andy, I talked about you in the last class. I don't know if you were here, but I gave you as an example of how you're infiltrating through casting now. I mean, he's already been at Warner Brothers kind of infiltrating in the background, but now through casting, he's really getting his foot in the door. And he's getting paid to learn what casting directors do. And he was just on Westworld. and he's around these people. So when he's ready to say, hey, I'm an actor, let me know when you can throw me something, he's already been a nice guy to all of them and done his work and showed up on time and been there. And his biggest pain is that because he checks in background people is that they don't show up. So remember, showing up, 80% of success is just showing up, man. Just show up. There's so many flakes, especially in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is known for flaky actors, which is the 90%. Because I always say, you come work with me, train in my technique, you're going to beat out 90% of your competition. Because they'll flake or they don't do the work. You just do the work, you'll beat up people. I'm not kidding you. In any market you're in, it doesn't matter what market you're in. Just hustle. Hustle, hustle, hustle. My lovelies, hustle. Let me see what you guys are saying. If anybody's saying anything. Oh, Brianna, you're here. Hi, baby girl. Okay, good. You guys are putting your terms down there. I love it. Let me see what you're saying. Okay, Antonio says, my main goal for 2022, or goals, are to find an agent. Good. Book my first co-star. Okay. Book my first, okay, find an agent. Have you had an agent yet? And what market are you in, Antonio? Book my first co-star role, book my first commercial spot, and just level up my self-tape audition game. Okay, good. I'm wondering how long you've been acting. Because, and where you are, what market you're in. Because a co-star, that's not the easiest thing to get. I'm assuming you're thinking television co-star, or, streaming, a co-star on a streaming show. Not impossible. My gosh, we're in an entertainment boom, kids. Boom, 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 boom. We're in a huge entertainment boom. Welcome. If you're just jumping into the entertainment industry, welcome. Because there's so much work. So I won't poo-poo that co-star like I would 10 years ago. Because it could be feasible even with a few things on your resume now because they need actors. Yay. There's just so much work and so much opportunity out there, you guys. So I will see that that's a possible and book your first commercial spot. Good. Now level those out a little bit there, Antonio, and give me some. I'll be able to get an agent to find an agent. Then I have to do A, B, C. To get my first co-star role, I most likely will have to have an agent. Not necessarily, but most likely, right? So that would be one thing you put under co-star, get an agent. Then I have to research. Oh, listen, I can tell you guys so much. Then research the shows you want to be on. Who hires people like you? Then find the casting director of that show. And then you find ways to reaching out to them. And if you come work with me, those are the secret stuff I tell you in my marketing end of my class, the 12-week class, is how to reach out and be able to dig up more work for yourselves than just waiting on an agent or Actors Access to find you work too. Devora, what do you say? Short term, updating marketing materials. That's a good one. So that's going to be your headshot, resume, business card, reel. Right? Some people have websites. If you got a website going, that's cool too. A lot of you guys are in Wendy's class. I know that she tells you how that she'd like for you guys to get your marketing materials up, and she's dynamite on that. So good for you. Find an acting agent locally. Good. You guys get out and start working in your local market. I know so many of you want to be here in Los Angeles, but you can figure out your biggest local market and start conquering that, become a big fish there. LA will come calling for you. Local agent. And sign with a local agent. Okay, good. Devora, then what do you say? Long-term supporting role in a feature film. Day player, recurring role in a comedic series. Good. Principal in a lifestyle commercial campaign. Ooh, wouldn't that be nice? Flow on Progressive. My gosh. I love her to death. Isn't that wonderful to have all, just to be, that's your gig? Is you're doing flow and commercials, and they let her be so creative on those commercials, those Progressive commercials. So those are wonderful things. So yes, I love all those, Devore. Now again, like I was saying to Antonio, break them down. Well, whatever it is that you're looking for, the marketing materials, I'm going to do this, this, and this. I have to do this and this and this to get that in line. And all of that. And I know you will. I love it. Leslie, what do you got? Say, I will not, I hope, I wish, I pray. If you will, it come to you. Say I will, not I hope. Okay, I got to change that too, Leslie. I will. I wish. Right. I pray. Thank you, Leslie, for correcting me on that. I do. I say I hope a lot. Brianna, what do you say, baby girl? Short-term, long-term goals. Research photographers, agents, and look for background work. Good. Brianna's starting out. She's in my intermediate class. What have you been acting 2-3 years now, Brianna? And these are great beginning goals for people. Researching her photography. She just got shot by a good photographer in her in her old market. And I want to talk to you about those headshots a little bit, Brianna. So remind me in class on Thursday. And agents. Yeah, exactly where she is, and we'll start looking for background. Now, background you'll get sick of to begin with, but there's nothing wrong with getting on a set and doing some background work. And if you do, and if you're in holding, stay close to the door. Stay close to wherever the PA or the assistant director comes in, because they'll go grab you, and you. Before you know it, you're a featured background, and before you know it, they've thrown you a line. Stay there, be ready to work. Don't be chatting with a bunch of other actors. Stay there, you're there to work. Okay, so just do everything they tell you to do in that background, and you don't know what can happen. Rebecca, what do you say? I'm based in Vancouver, Canada. All right, Brianna, meet Rebecca. Rebecca, beat Brianna. She's in Canada as well. Vancouver, where are you now? You're in. You're not in Vancouver, baby. Where are you, Brianna? Ontario, right? Vancouver. All right, let me see what you're saying, Rebecca. My short-term goal is to become full union. Ah, yes, girl. And then big goal is to book a series regular on a regular role. Absolutely. Well, that can come to you. Again, I'm always encouraging you guys to break it down, break it down, break it down. Just keep doing the work and the unions will come find you. So just keep doing your work. And I'm thinking maybe you have an agent, Rebecca, since you didn't mention that. Antonio, what are you saying? I am in Southeast region. Southeast. Okay, so Atlanta. Okay. I don't have an agent. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, yeah. Great. That's a great market. Let me see what you're saying here. My thing keeps jumping. Dad, burn it. Here we go. It will stop jumping. I've been acting seriously since June. I was a child actor and stopped, and now I'm back pursuing it seriously. Awesome. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, that sounds great. I think you'll get an agent just from being a child actor, having been a child actor. People will be interested in you. So make sure you mention that in your cover letter when you're looking for agents, okay? I think what's one jumps. Atlanta is a booming area for filming. It absolutely is. Victoria, what do you got? I am in the New York market. I am so grateful to still have an agent, and I am SAG-AFTRA. Booked one last year. Sweet. Or you're SAG eligible, which is the sweet spot. SAG eligible since you just booked one last year, or you had to join. Did you have to join? I hope you didn't have to join. But if you did, welcome to the union. Because the sweet spot when we talk about SAG-AFTRA, so if you do a SAG job, you don't have to, I think you have to do 2 more jobs and then you have to join. So your first job makes you SAG eligible, which means you can work non-union and union at the same time. And so that's kind of a sweet spot. And then eventually you do, excuse me, your last union, you do your 3rd union job and you have to join, and then you only should be going out for union jobs. Don't be working non-union. Don't be going FICOR on me. Okay? All right. You want to really book your first co-star. Well, I think it's possible. Why not? I also have to update my reel. Okay? And I want to get a new website going. Well, those sound like all big jobs to do, and I know you can do it. Again, just put it in steps and you'll conquer it. Leslie, oh, you're in Pittsburgh, right? I remember. And the agents here are limited and not all that great. Yeah, but they're an agent. Talking about trying to be positive, Miss Leslie. Okay. So, yeah, but start there. See, I'm sure there's Pittsburgh agents that are probably knowing what's going on in the New York market, don't they? How far is Pittsburgh from New York? I always think it, because Philly's really close. I think but can't you get from Pittsburgh to New York City by train? That's my question. And then how long does that take? Hopefully it doesn't take very long. But yeah, but that's a big market. You've got to realize you've got local commercials there. There's ways to get more notoriety right where you are in that market. So then from there, maybe you branch out to Philly, maybe you branch out to New York and down to Atlanta. But conquer that market that you're in. And you'll be surprised at the agents that want to help you there. And you don't know. Maybe somebody will have a connection that can help you with your TV show. So stay open to all of that. Excuse me. Because I was an actor in the Minneapolis market. Now, I could have went there and said, there's nothing going on in this market. I'm coming here from New York City. What the hell's going on here? I didn't. I found really good people there. I found a great SAG agent there. And I got a supporting role in Jingle All the Way back in the day and beating Arnold Schwarzenegger in the head with the purse on set and got to work with him. So, and that just kind of happened in Minneapolis, that I was able to work on that major movie. So, and Susan Wayman in Minneapolis, and that was who my agent was, and she is still an agent today, and she was just wonderful and nurturing and supportive, and I got work through her. I made money through her. So it was a really good thing in the long run. And I got to know all the casting directors in town, because I was going in and doing good work. So I was getting called back and called back in. And then once you once you get the feel of that, you may jump into a bigger pond. But become that even bigger fish. If you feel like you're a big fish there, just keep getting bigger. And what you want to do is look for your SAG franchise agents, SAG, S-A-G, here in the United States, your SAG franchise agents, because they are going to help you. And they're already SAG franchise. And you got to jump through a bunch of hoops to become a SAG franchise agent. So they're going to be a little bit more legit than others. Okay? Oh, you have an agent, Rebecca? Okay, good. That's going to help you, too. Oh, you had to join, Victoria? Okay, well, good. Good, girl. Welcome. Good. Go out there and grab it, baby. Grab it. It's where the money is, and the food's always better, right? On a SAG set. Leslie, I have to see, but by plane it's an hour. Really? That far? All right. Well, start out in Pittsburgh. Start out there. I don't know how far Philly is from you. If I had a map, obviously I could see in front of me. But I know you can start. I know there's a way of starting and making it happen for yourself. I do. I believe in all of you guys. I'm so happy you came and joined me today. I'm going to have to get ready and go, because Peter's coming in right behind me. I think there should be another coach coming in to teach you guys something for free. Now, speaking of free, I'm doing a class this Monday, the 17th, on my site. Not on my site, excuse me, but on my Facebook page, Sandra K. Horner Performance Studio International. Okay? So go there. I'm probably going to be sending you guys a script. So email me if you want a free script, because we're probably going to go back to script analysis this Monday for this Monday's class on my business page. So email me, Sandra at skhperformancestudio.com, Sandra at skhperformancestudio.com, and I'll send you the script we're going to start working on next week for that class and breaking it down. That's a free class. It's just over on my business page. And if you're new to acting, it's really good, because we really talk about character development, how to base a character, a believable character, based on the script, based on the text, based on what the words are saying. I can make somebody an actual character. And I can teach you how to do that. And if you already know how to do it, come play with me. Come play. Bring your imagination and come play with me on Monday the 17th. Thanks for coming, guys. I wish you all the best in 2022 and beyond. Beat those fears with positivity, okay, and lots of love. All right, kids, I love you. Stay encouraged and stay around positive people. Okay, until next time, bye-bye.